Jedi, the Council sees you've arrived on Tatooine. Good. We can't waste any time. Tatooine is a vast desert world where survival is often precarious. Master Eris Vossen, one of the Jedi's best cultural explorers, was there when he dropped out of contact with the Council.
What exactly does a cultural explorer do?
The Jedi Council relies on people like Master Eris to develop relationships with the varied cultures of the galaxy. He can understand and adapt to even the most strange and violent societies. If this illness has claimed him, it would be a great loss to the Jedi Order and threaten the groups he was sent to study.
Any idea where I should begin my search?
Eris hired a guide to help him navigate Tatooine's treacherous deep desert and make contact with its residents. One of Master Eris's last reports was that his guide had developed the sand rot, an illness caused by prolonged repeated desert exposure. The guide's name is Rowan Delk, and he is currently recuperating at the Dreviat Outpost Medical Center. He's your best lead.
What if Rowan Delk can't help me?
This is your investigation, to handle as you see fit. Work quickly. Master Eris is vital to the Order, and if he has this plague, well, you, more than any of us, know what that means.
Hi, sorry to interrupt. My name's Fowler. I was told you might be passing through. I represent the Republic here. Since we don't get many Jedi, I thought we could meet. I think we should talk. Get my meaning?
I can spare a few moments to hear you out.
Here's the thing. I'd rather not do this by holocommunicator. I've got a little, embassy in downtown Anchorhead. Swing on by. I promise you it's worthwhile.
You're playing it awfully vague.
Look, if you're not interested, I'm not gonna force you. But this isn't some local trouble. This is bigger. Fowler out.
What's with the weapons? Expecting an attack?
Negujin baja ta ko poeta sawata kuim wa ka ume goje. Sigo maharaze kwa habu yakaumba hwa bo tu ka fada dai.
What can I do to help?
Me hu ke ta je u ba ha ka ke chu hin chu chi bu ko wa na lu. Ta ke to ka ko wa ta je la wa ka ne he kwa ba he ko ha sama ne ho me. Kwe mi ne we hu me me bwe hi ma ga ha no e ne te ka.
I'll handle it.
Isn't it about what I am doing? We jame me do. We need to what I go with the kakakata kwe na muda.
You need my expertise?
Leave me alone! I haven't done anything to you!
You stole corporate documents, Camus. Zerka doesn't take industrial sabotage lightly.
Contact. Subject is a Jedi. What are your orders, sir?
You know the drill. No survivors, no leaks.
This lust for violence will be your undoing.
Open fire!
Clearly you haven't heard of us. That's quite enough of that. Clearly you haven't heard of us.
Is it safe? Are they dead?
Why are those people attacking us?
Well, they were... Sorry, I've gotta... Just keep breathing. Okay. My name is Camus Orden. I used to be an accountant. My company sent those men to kill me. It's a Zerka Corporation severance package.
What happened in here? Come on, Camus, you know how I feel about corpses in my workspace.
You were supposed to be here. You swore I'd be protected.
Sorry, Camus. As an official Republic representative, I have to at least look like I'm being diplomatic with the locals.
You're the man I spoke to earlier. Care to explain?
Huh. I take it you saved Camus? Thanks. You're probably catching on that we're a bit understaffed, and that I'm not really a bureaucrat.
It took you a month to tell me that.
This is a Republic Strategic Information Service project, a covert operation. It's a major assignment. Mystery, corporate scandal, and incredibly dangerous tech, with a lot of lives on the line. You could make all the difference.
Seems the Force has brought us together.
Give the Force my regards, then. This all started when Camus forwarded some Zerka Corporation documents to his local Republic security office. Now, we've been watching Zerka a while. They buried a lot of scandals, done a lot of dirty deals, but this was something special.
The documents were mixed in with old expense reports. They described a billion-credit research facility for the study of a Type 7 device.
Type 7 device being Zerka shorthand for device capable of eliminating a planetary population.
This is why Zerka wants you dead.
Yes, that's right.
Turns out they abandoned the project decades ago. We're lucky to know the facility was here on Tatooine. So Camus and I came to find whatever doomsday device Zerka had and keep them from burying the evidence. And us.
Why would Zerka leave behind such an expensive project?
From what we could find, sounds like the device went haywire, and Zerka bailed rather than try and clean it up. Now, clues to Zerka's operation have been extremely hard to come by. Impossible, as a matter of fact. We've got one avenue left, but it's too dangerous for Camus or me. An old compound Zerka used as a staging area.
What's in the compound?
After Zerka left, the compound was taken over by a gang of Gamorrean raiders who, I discovered, don't appreciate visitors. Still, judging by these dead guys here, you might be able to push past the Gamorreans and search Zerka's old storage archives. Gather any data left.
What is a Gamorrean exactly?
Nasty humanoids, almost 2 meters tall. Brutal, but not very bright.
Be careful. Finding the files that Zerka left in that compound is important, but don't get killed.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
just as I programmed. Get some exercise. Never suspect the scientists. Allow us. That's quite enough of that.
Stick with me, gorgeous. I'll show you the galaxy. Take you places you've only dreamt of.
Keep talking, Flyboy. I've heard it all.
Don't believe me? The ship's in the hangar right now. As soon as you get off.
Your client is safe now. I think I've flushed all of the assassins.
Me huke ta je upaha ka ke chu hinchu chibu kwa wanalu. Ta kue kwa une ni wa no engwa sha bunga sha me. Isineta bo wa sa sa man dui, we je me me dui.
vehicle pads are currently open for business.
Tyrants, damn tyrants, the lot of you. Treating a grown man like he's a baby. Like he can't take care of himself.
For a man who's supposed to be ill, he certainly is vociferous, which is to say, loud.
Lie down, Delk, and quit roaring. I swear a Rancor with heartburn would make less noise than you.
I'll make as much noise as I want. Hey, Jedi! You a friend of Master Erez? Get Darth Nurse here off my back, will you?
Master Erez is exactly the reason I've come to talk to you.
You two can talk, but don't let him fool you into letting him walk, Jedi. He's got the sand rot, and bad.
Man breathes in a little sand, and after 20 years guiding folks through the desert, he suddenly can't make decisions for himself. What's it you wanted to know about Master Erez?
We believe Master Erez is very ill.
I'm listening. Jedi plague? Begging your pardon, but I don't believe it. Sure, maybe some masters, but not Master Erez. He's the brightest, most level-headed guy I ever met.
We've seen this illness twist even the most level-headed Jedi Master.
Look, if you want to talk to him, you're welcome to it, but I'm telling you, he's just as sane as you or me. When I left him, he was in the desert with them annoying little Jawas. Really impressed him how they managed to survive out there.
I'll go talk to these Jawas then.
They're friendly folk, the Jawas. Even if they don't understand the meaning of the words private property. If Master Erez isn't still with them, I'm sure they'll help you find him.
We are ready when you are, Jedi.
So what do you say? Do we have a deal? Marvelous. I have absolutely no idea what you just said, my indelicate friend, but marvelous.
Sir, intruders!
Well, you don't look like you're part of Shurg's little Gamorrean clan.
Are you with Zerka Corporation?
Oh, indeed. So let me guess. You're here because of Camus, hmm? That little rat does know how to squeak. Of course, I can't have you interrupting my deal. I'd murder you myself, but that's just not possible right now.
Who are you? What are you?
Well, that's a bit personal. Maybe another time. The rest of you can deal with this interruption. I'll be in touch later.
There must be a weakness. That's quite enough of that. Let's settle this. Clearly you haven't heard of us. Some exercise.
What can you tell me of this other Jedi?
Wama otoja koga utapawa tu bambawula. Tupa tula busta. Wo grandi tapio duni donkey.
I must know where he went.
Yakani chija mi kuskoka. So how to pull your is Dimoto, say go to whoopie whoopie. Screw dopa, volta kepta yon kos paskapolia.
Give me this message.
Rana nu plata donkey tuni. La joba non botafa, avaki kunachi tu di konolia. Kuna wa wunda ya power kuka dorondi.
If I help you get your parts back, will you help me find the War Maker?
Hopo mawangka tuduska, udwana wada suka kuba. Yuna liska chanagawa, chi, kaspeina kontinka. Odruda marulia, tubatagi muatima.
Your day. Just as I programmed. That's quite enough of that. Allow us.
Give me the message, and you'll get your parts. It's a little small, don't you think?
Oh there, Jedi. Would you look at this? They let me walk around the clinic. Soon they might let me cross the street by myself. Any luck finding Master Ares?
I didn't find him, but the Jawas said he made this for you.
What's this? A message from Master Ares? I know this encryption. Shouldn't take long to crack. There. Care to see what he has to say?
Rowan, you've realized by now that I've left those most resourceful of creatures, the Jawas, in pursuit of greater things. I came to Tatooine to discover the secret to life. Not its creation, but its ongoing survival. How do some species thrive while others fail? A great darkness is coming, Rowan, and to withstand it, we must know the answer to that question.
That phrase is familiar. Has Master Ares spoken of this darkness before?
Well, not to me, but there's more here. Maybe he explains it.
I believe that the Jawas, whose enduring civilization thrives in spite of Tatooine's harsh conditions, would answer that question.
Their technological prowess is quite the achievement, though their ability pales in comparison to my own. I wonder why he abandoned them.
But during my daily meditation beneath the pillars, I saw a vision on the cave wall that showed me the error of my assumptions. I now know the true original people of Tatooine, the warriors whose knowledge I will use to stem the coming darkness.
What is he talking about? Who are these people he's gone to?
You really want to find this guy, don't you? I don't get it. Sounds perfectly sane to me. Master Ares used to take lights out to a cave near the rock pillars at night and meditate. Sounds like that's when he had his vision. Yeah, you're a Jedi. Maybe you could do the same thing.
Visions don't exactly work that way, but I should have a look at this meditation site.
You can use my old dragon flares as lights. The cave gets pretty dark. Just be careful out there. Rumor is the sand people are getting riled up. Don't let them catch you with your lightsaber sheaths.
Good day to you. I didn't think I'd see an honest-to-life Jedi here for another decade. I am Trey Navares, Goodwill Ambassador to Tatooine for the Galactic Republic. Dare I hope you're here in the Republic's service as well?
Does the Republic need my aid for something?
I believe we might, yes. I'm here to gain grassroots support for the Republic by offering our technology to defend Tatooine settlements. But there have been complications.
That sounds ominous.
I really was trying to help. I have perimeter sensors that detect specific life forms. They'll help the settlers protect themselves from raids, sand people, that sort of thing. Unfortunately, in trying to set the sensors, several locals were killed by raids, sand people, that sort of thing. And now, they're blaming me for the deaths unless I set the sensors myself.
It is a worthy cause to defend these people, whether they are our formal allies or not.
A good point, Master Jedi. My apologies for seeming so self-interested. The locals all agreed that the best place for the sensors was in some of the taller rock embankments. They should last longer that way. Here's everything I've got. If you get these working, we might show them the Republic's got their best interests at heart.
of that. We are ready when you are, Jedi.
Jedi! Did it work? Did you see Master Ares' vision?
What Master Ares saw wasn't mystical at all. It was a carving made by the Sand People.
A carving? Now, Master Ares never mentioned a carving on those walls. What did it show?
Let's see if I can explain this.
I'm listening. The Sand People are the oldest group on Tatooine? Doesn't say much for progress. Still, I bet none of them get the sand rot. I have a hard time believing Master Ares would do anything so cockeyed as working with the Sand People. At least the Jawas are good for droid repair.
He said it himself. He saw the vision on the wall and went to find the ultimate warriors.
Wait. What did you say the symptoms of this thing were? Delusions? Paranoia? What, violence? One group of Sand People has been unusually aggressive lately. Normally, they stick pretty close to their camps. I'm not saying I think Master Ares is behind it, but maybe it's worth looking into.
Now you're starting to use your brain.
I can only go by what I've seen of the man. I'm sorry. There's a farming settlement out at Malcolm's Dunes that's been reporting a lot of Sand People activity. I'll meet you out there. I know some of those folks, and I can help your investigation.
I thought you weren't supposed to go out into the desert.
Says who? Bunch of doctors never set foot outside of Anchorhead in their lives? Besides, it'll do me good. Don't care if it kills me. I'm tired of being an invalid.
Just as I programmed. That's quite enough of that.
I just received a delegation from one of the outer settlements that said the censors had already helped them repel an Anuba attack. They want to discuss a formal alliance with the Republic. I cannot thank you enough.
Tatooine is a dangerous place to call home.
You know, when I first came here, I admit I was hoping not to stay. I mean, the weather alone. But the people here, they've got something you just don't see on Coruscant. I'm glad we have them on our side.
Manalang yang perlu amka kalami nayakira lebua. Mami lebik bak manuk maraka najaki nam yapamyak. Inik maraka nayanaram kam kalu amka manik.
Sounds dangerous. I'll take care of it.
Ripok nane kari maraka. Amkam ja lebik mem arik manalang yang perlu amka kalami nayakira lebua. Inik maraka nayanaram kam kalu amka manik.
That seems simple enough to me.
Ripok nane kari maraka. Amkam ja lebik mem arik. Inik maraka nayanaram kam kalu amka manik.
You haven't heard of us. Clearly you haven't heard of us. some exercise. Quite enough of that. What's happened here? Looks like some sort of massacre. Holiday, don't look!
Listen, Delk, we got broken vaporators, a pile of wounded, and our food stores are almost completely gone.
That lunatic said he was a Jedi and a friend of yours. We trusted him.
You better have a pretty good explanation for why this Master Ares keeps sending sand people out to attack us.
That's the Jedi I'm looking for. Where is he?
Another Jedi? Damn it, Delk. Why do you keep leading them here?
Listen here. We've already lost too much to that Master What's-His-Face and his army of sand people.
So why don't you just leave here quiet-like and don't cause any more trouble?
I don't want trouble. Just tell me what's going on.
I'm sorry, Jedi, but our trust is a bit worse for the wear at this point.
Well, Master Ares was nice enough when he came through asking to study the sand people.
But ever since we pointed him to their camp, you could set your chrono by their attacks. We got nothing left.
I promise you, Master Ares will answer for his crimes, but you must tell me where this camp is.
What? And let you help him with his plan to destroy us? I don't think so.
I promise I'm not working with Master Ares.
All right. I guess we don't have a choice. I'll draw you out a map. In fact, some of our guys scoped out a side entrance you might be interested in. It's a little less crowded, which could be all the difference. There's something weird about these sand people. They seem faster and stronger than normal.
Well, I think I know where that is. I'll get some gear together and meet you out there, maybe provide backup.
You have my gratitude.
Still can't believe the Master Ares I worked with is the same guy who's causing so much trouble.
enough of that. Let's settle this.
We'll have you fit and fighting again in no time. Stay safe out there. Welcome. Do you require medical attention? Stay safe out there.
Clearly you haven't heard of us. Clearly you haven't heard of us. That's quite enough of that. Let's settle this.
Rowan, Jedi, you're about to witness it. After weeks of work, finally, an end to the darkness. These people, these marvelous, marvelous specimens have been tested, no, purified, in the crucible of Tatooine's harsh environs. They alone are the hope of the galaxy. Their strength, their society is the blueprint of our salvation.
What do you mean, blueprint?
They are simple, but long after the Empire and the Republic are gone, these people will remain. Their culture is built around strength. They cut the weak away like a societal cancer. Don't you see? It's the only way.
The Jedi Order has a responsibility, to weak and strong alike.
How can I make you understand? They are the ultimate warriors purified by hardship. We must follow their example and cut away everything that would make us weak in the face of our adversaries. The frail, the diseased.
You're not thinking straight. Now, look, I'm sick, Ares. You gonna cast me out too?
I have no choice. We must fortify the Republic with its strongest members and send this army of light out against the darkness.
An army of light that neglects the weak is no longer light.
You fools! To oppose me is to reveal your own weakness. You will be cast out.
That's our program. That's quite enough of that.
No, wait. Before you strike the killing blow, listen to me. I hear Lord Vivica's voice. I've failed him, just as I failed my old friend Porcanus when he died.
Who is this Porcanus?
He's dead. A ghost. A memory. I keep thinking about our first mission. Our ill-fated mission to Malachor III. We were all weak. We all came under the thrall of the dark side. We did things we regretted, but Porcanus was our strength. As we tried to escape, I fell behind, and he ran back to save me. He became trapped. We had to leave him. It was my weakness that killed him.
It's hard to lose a friend like that. But you have to move on.
I'm trying to. That is the purpose of this project. Think about it. The Jedi Order spends so much time protecting the helpless and caring for the sick when we could be fighting the Empire. You must kill me. I was weak on Malachor III, and I'm weak now. But you must take my findings before the Council. Promise me that.
Let's see how you feel once Lord Vivicar no longer has a hold on you.
What? What was that? He's gone. Somehow you've driven Lord Vivicar away. I no longer hear his voice. I almost wish you hadn't done that.
Of all the ungrateful, impudent, this Jedi saved your life.
Lord Vivicar twisted my mind, and I'm glad to be free of him. Still, my discovery remains. From these sand people, I have learned the key to building the unstoppable army. I feel I must bring these findings to the Republic, yet I can't shake this feeling that some truths are best left buried in the sand.
Using this information would mean the sacrifice of every good the Republic stands for.
You're right. These records are no more. Thank you for your guidance, and for saving me from Vivicar's grasp.
Well, Jedi, I'm glad Master Ares is alive and his own self. Best get back to Anchorhead myself. Sandrot's acting up and, well, frankly, sort of miss Darth Nurse's hollering.
Thank you for all you've done.
Good luck with whatever it is you're doing, Jedi. Hope you find this Lord Vivicar.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business. Have a safe and pleasant stay.
Inik Maraka, Nayanaram, Kam Kalu Kamanik. Kanek Nom, Trahanim Karema Nubo, Ripoknane Kari Maraka, Kamja Lebik Mem Ark.
There are plenty more sand people out there. This probably isn't over.
Memag Kem Nimak. Mami Lebik Bak Manuk, Maraka Naja Ki Nam Yapamyak.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route. Have a safe and pleasant stay.
I'll feel a lot better when we change bases, Fowler. I don't like this.
You say that now, but just wait until you see the real desert. Hey, look who's back. And alive. You able to find anything?
I believe this is what you wanted.
Master Fowler? It looks like there's a call coming in.
Why, hello, everyone. Master Fowler, Master Orden. And my little visitor from the Gamorrean hideout. Especially nice to see you again. You're doing well, I hope.
This man led the Zerka team I encountered.
Not a friendly face, then.
Since I didn't get the chance before, I thought I'd formally introduce myself. I am Gaiam Lexende, here on behalf of Zerka Corporation.
I know that name.
I understand that the Republic is disputing Zerka's property rights. I've come to Tatooine to retrieve our belongings, including Camus Orden.
You're after more than an accountant.
Perhaps, but one has to start somewhere. Zerka will take any actions necessary to protect its interests. And I assure you, our representatives in the Senate can excuse any incidents.
Lexende. They say he's the son of an executive. He's supposed to run the company's special enforcement branch.
Rich boy who took up wet works as a hobby. Up to his neck in cybernetics. Good news is, Zerka wouldn't have sent him if we were on the wrong track. He wants to keep us from the old facility. Look, Camus and I could use some time to review this data, but I still need you. If you're heading into the desert, give me a call.
I started this mission. I intend to finish it.
You can reach me from a secure line at one of the militia bases. We'll talk soon. Looking good there, Jedi. Glad you could check in. We're getting ready to ship out of Anchorhead. See if we can pick up any signals from the old Zerka base. In the meantime, we got a new lead. Camus hit the jackpot in those files you lifted from the Gamorreans.
Something about the research facility?
One of the files was a personnel listing. It named everyone who worked at Zerka's Tatooine facility.
Most of the employees are long gone, but one stayed on planet after the Zerka base was abandoned. If we can find him, he might be able to tell us where the facility was, what the device is.
Maybe we could make Lexende back off.
Probably not, but sure. His name is Gromit Kurtzon. For a while he was something of a drifter, finally bought a little moisture farm.
If he was here before Zerka abandoned the base, he must be ancient.
I'm guessing he's 60s, 70s. The files don't say.
My big worry is that Lexende and his enforcement squad will get to Gromit first. Try to keep him quiet.
Age comes with wisdom. He may be able to handle himself.
Or he could be half senile. I wouldn't count on anything. By the time you're through investigating Gromit, we'll be set up at our new forward base.
We will?
From there, we can scout the Zerka facility itself. As soon as you find anything, come out and meet us.
20 more minutes until I'm leaving. Then the doors are closing, Walner. I love you like a brother, but the doors have to close, huh? You weren't here before. You came all the way out to my farm to fix my machines?
Are you Gromik Kurthson?
Mm-hmm. I'm Gromik. I started to think you wouldn't come. Most chaps think it's too dangerous out here. But the Sand People, they keep bashing my vaporators. Lizards chew up my guns and alarms. This place used to be a fortress, but I just can't fix things anymore.
Gromik, focus. Tell me about the Zerka base.
Zerka was good, but I bought my equipment from Agricorp and Balmoran Arms. Better for a farm. You'll fix it up, won't you? I sent the credits. I need those repairs to protect me.
Let's say I am here to repair your farm. Why don't you explain what you need?
It's the vaporators, and the perimeter sensors, and the emergency guns. They need fixing. I think it was the Sand People. I have the parts. It's just, I'm scared to leave my home without the sensors working. It's shameful, I know. Console. It says you fixed everything. You really fixed it. Back before, I could have done it myself. Not so much anymore.
You must have been pretty tough back then.
You know, I used to be a security guard for Zerka, but they've been gone for years now. They left me alone, and I've stayed by myself.
What exactly were your duties at Zerka?
I was a security officer at Zerka's Secret Weapons Division 7. I was so proud.
Any idea what Zerka was working on?
The scientist's project. It was all secret. Zerka never told us what was in that cave. When it all went wrong, I had to lock up the base, leave the others behind. I left the desert and the horrors and went to Anchorhead.
What horrors? What happened to the facility?
Something attacked us from inside. I don't remember.
I think that's enough from the old man, don't you?
You're Zerka. I recognize your uniform.
Pity the sun's dulled his brain. But then I suspect he was never too bright. Yes, Gromik, I'm with Zerka.
How'd you track us down?
Zerka found out about Gromik a while ago. We disabled his perimeter sensors and waited to see if anyone would come.
You broke my moisture vaporators.
Those two, yes. May I continue? Our honeypot seems to have caught a few flies. And now, I'm free to murder you and the old man together.
Let's talk this through, Lexende.
I'm speaking to you from an airship 2 kilometers above ground. I can target you with turbo lasers and drop droids on your little heads. The advantage is mine.
get to shelter. Follow me.
That's quite enough of that.
He can't get to us here. We'll be safe.
Well, that was exciting. I'm disappointed I didn't get to fry you, but I can settle for your asphyxiation. Enjoy being buried alive, my friends. Enjoy.
He's wrong. He's wrong. First, here. This is a cache. The Zerka files I hid years ago. I buried them all over the desert, and this is the first batch. You can have them.
I didn't mean to involve you with Zerka again.
You heard the hologram? Zerka's trying to kill me now. I don't owe them anything. And my friends from the base, they can't be hurt. Now, I had an escape planned when I built this place. There's a back entrance to take you outside.
You can't just stay here.
Go on. I need to rest a while. I need to wait until they stop watching my farm. If you want the other files on Zerka, you'll find them in the desert. Just don't let them get away with this.
It's an exercise.
Try to appreciate the scenery, Camus. Most people never get to visit a place like this.
This is a horrible place. No wonder Zerka built their base in the Dune Sea. No one would ever want to look for it here.
He'll adjust. How was your visit to Old Man Gromit?
Take a look at what I found.
These are official Zerka records from Secret Weapons Division 7.
Schematics, survey maps. Looks like Gromit came through for us. Don't go anywhere. I think we're gonna need you. Alright, we should be able to determine a rough location of the base from these charts. Problem is, the sands have shifted over the last few decades. We'll need some geo readings to determine the facility's exact coordinates.
What does taking these readings involve?
The data isn't hard to get, in theory. I can give you a field scanner that'll dip into the sand, put us on track. But a lot of this territory is unexplored. Locals talk about sand people communities, crate dragons the size of starships.
Jedi have always explored places others fear.
Can't argue with that. If you take readings in a couple of places, I can figure out the base location. Meet me back here when you're done. Take it slow and be careful.
I'm a pacifist.
Valley here. The data's coming in. Looks like this will give us what we need, but... Huh? Getting an energy signature not too far from you. Some sort of installation, cloaked from long-range sensors. If you would, head on over and see if there's anything there. Could just be a glitch in the scanners, but I doubt it.
Let's settle this.
That's quite enough of that.
Still a few minutes before those scans are processed. Huh. What about...
Hey, look who made it back.
Bad news, Fowler. That reading was a Zerka listening post.
Blast! Lexende must have set it up. Now the cyborg freak has our data. Zerka can find their lost base as easily as we can.
Zerka abandoned that base. Does it really matter if they find it now?
We assumed Zerka came to keep us out of the facility. Maybe we were mistaken. Maybe they want what they left behind.
Gromik's files. We saw some things.
Yeah. Turns out Zerka didn't come to Tatooine to build or test the device. They found it here, underground, an artifact powerful enough to wipe out a planet, just buried in the desert.
Disaster struck, and they left it behind.
That's what I'm thinking. Camus, has the computer cross-referenced the scans with Gromik schematics?
Yes? It looks like the main entrance is a few kilometers away. What about the door codes?
There's a bunch of relay towers around the base. They'll have a mess of data, the codes, along with old communications. Downloading everything from the relay towers will allow you to get into that base and destroy the device. It can't fall into the wrong hands.
We don't even know what the device does.
Zerka saw it as a doomsday weapon. That's enough.
Be careful in the base, in case they left traps, or if Lexende finds you.
That'll do, Camus. Time to let professionals finish the job.
Dr. Sopran here. We've finished our initial catalog of the cave artifacts, which register as over 20,000 years old. You think that would narrow down the possible creators, wouldn't you? There weren't many societies capable of space travel in that period. But I can't find any society or species that fits these criteria. Even Greed technology isn't comparable. Anyway, Dr. Lyric and I will study the primary device and assign lesser relics to the others to keep them busy. Hopefully, we'll find something useful. Zerka's going to make a fortune off this stuff if we can figure it out. End log.
I mention I'm a pacifist.
This is Director Antean speaking. As you know, worker safety is one of Zerka's top priorities, and we take accidents seriously. Therefore, due to concerns surrounding studies of the device, we are implementing a new policy. Anyone wishing to perform a physical inspection of the device must get written authorization from myself and Dr. Daigo. Research using droids and remote scanners may continue normally. Please note that this does not affect our division's overall schedule.
I want my concerns on the record before more people get hurt. I'm worried about the device. Its energy readings keep fluctuating, and it appears to be trying to link with the lesser artifacts. I think it's a weapon, maybe a bomb. Sopran's theory about it being a Gree Enclave creation are inane. We've already got evidence of an ancient alien civilization visiting Tatooine, and they weren't Gree. We've seen similar technology in the Kashyyyk Shadowlands. I'm sure the Infinite Empire is tied to the device's origins, no matter what anyone says. And I'm tired of being ignored.
Some exercise.
Well, Dr. Lyric is gone. He's put in for a transfer and is heading back to Anchorhead, taking one of the lesser relics with him. Good riddance. He was a pain to work with. Still. Lyric's theory about an ancient infinite empire and a master alien species was fringe science at best, but some of his data makes sense. I'm going to run a new series of tests tomorrow, using a remote arm to open up the device. We'll see where it goes from there.
This is Director Antean to all Zerka employees. Please listen and remain calm. A few minutes ago, we experienced a minor equipment failure in the main laboratory. As a precaution, we are initiating lockdown procedures. Do not attempt to override the system, so the computers will respond with force. Stay where you are, and you'll be alerted when the situation resolves.
Asmenieckie fulpa, gekal jestem ty.
quite enough of that. Some exercise.
Ibyan mi filter na makape. Albian Tisere Basamana.
I'd welcome the chance to discuss matters with you.
Rabenjenga, Ramagoliest Keper Ruji Jasnu, me bagadres pastiatan Albines for Costinti. Ziniesti hidruli, das bruli fehed andangwa.
What were you trying to achieve?
Das Matzenke Yujum, Maestra Mehuruba. Ibyan Frukta mi filter na makape. Patukche yed mi big shuram, me atenatitemat.
How do you mean to accomplish that?
Yerkemer zunanye, me kontias temeta. Habib Tegelere, Lili Bahura Bahije.
Allow us.
Just as I programmed.
Jahil SWTOR Jedi.
Marvelous. Absolutely marvelous. We could never have excavated this place without your help.
Oh, we knew where the base was, but getting inside, ghastly work. And I should say, I'm delighted to finally meet you in person.
Do you have any idea what this thing is?
Not a one. Exciting, isn't it? You see, when I was assigned to stop the Republic from finding this facility, I was intrigued by the Doomsday device. That my superiors told me to stay away only whet my appetite. I decided to take the device for myself.
What exactly do you want it for?
I'm not sure yet. I could experiment on it, integrate it into my cybernetics, display it on the mantle. But hear me out. I'm offering a very large sum of credits, as well as rescinding the kill order on Camus, if you help me. Hand over the device, and the Republic never has to know. Tell Fowler you destroyed it. What do you say?
Does this answer your question?
Could you do that? Do you know what that thing was? What it was worth? Oh, now you've left me no choice. I'm going to have to kill you. Painfully.
Clearly you haven't heard of us. That's quite enough of that.
Well, if it isn't my favorite Jedi. You look like you just walked out of a sandstorm.
Was there a base? Did you see the device?
Camus was worried that if you failed, it'd mean the end of the world.
Well, You saw Zerka's records!
Yeah, and I've been worried too, so catch your breath and let's hear it.
That device, it had an ancient creature trapped inside. It had gone insane. I had to kill it.
You're kidding. I had no idea. But if it's settled, that's good enough for me.
So this is over? We're sure?
You'll still need to testify, Camus. The investigation of Zerka won't end here.
Get me to Coruscant, away from the Sand People and Zerka cyborg assassins? I'll testify all you want.
You should know. Scanners picked up a Zerka ship fleeing the system. They're running scared now.
Without Lexende, they've lost their claws.
Anyway, I promised you payment. Don't ever say the SIS isn't grateful. Now take care of yourself and try not to get pulled back into these corporate schemes. Camus can tell you, they never really end.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route. Have a safe and pleasant stay.
Master Erez has reported back to the Council. Good work. He speaks of discoveries on Tatooine. We intend to hear his full report when he returns to Coruscant. Did you discover anything more about the Plague Master, this Lord Vivicar?
Master Erez seemed to think that Vivicar was why he kept remembering Malachor III and his friend Parkanis.
A connection between the events on Malachor III and our current circumstances is clearly forming. But we have accounted for all our missing masters, and the Plague Master is still at large. We must discuss our findings in person. Return to us on Tython immediately. We may yet find a way to locate Lord Vivicar.
You summoned me, Master Sio.
Welcome home.
I wish we could greet you with better news.
Despite using every avenue available to us, we are no closer to finding Lord Vivicar.
Actually, I believe we are. A common thread binds all the plague victims. The loss of Parkanis Tark at Malachor III. Vivicar's influence forced the sick masters to relive their failures on Malachor. This is revenge. Personal revenge. Only one man would have that much anger and pain. The man who was left behind. I believe Lord Vivicar is Parkanis Tark.
Jedi, Parkanis is dead.
Far from it, Jarek.
Yuan, I told those Padawans to keep an eye on you. You must rest.
No, my pupil, my fellow Jedi, deserves to hear the truth about Malachor.
Then tell us, Master Yuan.
Malachor III isn't just strong in the dark side. The planet is the resting place of the Sith Lord, Terak Moraj. Our work on Malachor woke Moraj's spirit. One by one we fell under his power. The things we did still haunt me.
The Noeticons on Coruscant said that Terak Morhage originally created the plague.
Then I've been punished appropriately. We paid a terrible price to break free of him. Parkanis was the youngest and weakest. We had to abandon him to Malachor's darkness. His sacrifice allowed the rest of us to escape, but it seems he survived and has taken Moraj's dark path.
You knew Vivicar when he was Parkanis Tark. How can I stop him?
I must make amends. I have a plan to help you find Vivicar. If the plague created a link between my mind and his, your shielding ability may allow me to use that link to find him.
No. You're already weak from the plague, Yuan. This could kill you.
Master Yuan knows what she's doing.
I have meditated on this. Any other avenue would take too long.
Do all female Jedi have the same Durasteel backbone?
Very well, Yuan. But we will monitor the ritual, and your former Padawan must stay at your side.
Thank you, Sio. I will go to the meditation chamber to prepare. Please meet me there when you're ready. Thank you for coming. I have made all the preparations for the ritual to find Lord Vivicar. I plan to create a connection between us, using your shielding ability. If it was Parkanis, this should work. Drawing on your strength, I will invert the link between myself and Vivicar, and use it to sense his location.
Don't expose yourself to Lord Vivicar's influence longer than necessary.
I won't, for your sake as well as mine. There are risks. For one, the shielding you gave me on Coruscant will be severed. I don't know what will happen then. It's possible I could die once your shield is gone.
You must resist, Master Yuan. Don't give Vivicar another victory.
With your strength to sustain me, we will do what we can. No matter what happens, you must give me as much time as possible. Reversing the link may be a long process. Let us begin. Yes, it's working. I can feel his mind, and I can feel
She can feel the power that she's challenging. There is no hope. Jedi, you don't look as strong as you did last time we spoke. Yuan has drained your strength and made herself vulnerable to me. Still arrogant and reckless.
You were once Parkanis Tark, a brave Jedi. You could be that man again.
The past means nothing. All that matters is the future, which doesn't involve you. See how Yuan's will crumbles before mine. Fitting that two of my enemies will destroy each other.
Clearly you haven't heard of us.
It worked. Listen. Lord Vivicar. He's out in deep space on some sort of vessel. Here, take the coordinates. He's surrounded himself with defenses. Send this. It's his code. It will give you time to get aboard. No. The darkness. Vivicar's will is too strong. I can't hold on. Please, kill me. End it now.
I won't let that darkness touch you.
The darkness. It's gone. But you look exhausted. You have sacrificed so much for me.
It's the Jedi way.
I must rest. Please, go to Master SWTOR and the Council. They should hear of what we've learned.
The ritual was a success. Lord Vivicar is out in uncharted space. But he knows I'm coming.
Now only your shielding talent can stop him.
You've shown great fortitude and saved your master despite the odds. But Lord Vivicar will have made preparations, and he still has his greatest weapon, the Plague.
Now that I know who he really is, I could return Vivicar to the light.
A noble thought. But don't take unnecessary risks. Your shielding ability is our only hope. Go to the coordinates quickly, before Vivicar strikes back. And Jedi, may the Force be with you.
quite enough of that. Clearly you haven't heard of us. That's quite enough of that.
I wasn't sure if you'd be foolish enough to come aboard, Jedi. But I can sense your presence.
And I sense a man tormented by the past.
You are blinded by the light side. You can't understand what you face. Come to me, Jedi. I'll show you how light can be snuffed out.
Just as I programmed. That's quite enough of that. Your day. You haven't heard of us.
Stand by for examination and suggested product. You are fit for duty. Return to your post. Your day.
Jedi. What was it like, letting your life force drain away to shield a stranger from me? How did it feel?
It hurt, but I endured it.
Pain makes us stronger. And the pain I have endured is beyond your comprehension. That is why I have won.
Really? Because I'm almost positive I'm still alive.
If you need me to remind you of that, honey, just ask.
You will understand soon, if you live that long.
That's quite enough of that. Just as I programmed. That's quite enough of that.
Your power and tactics have got you this far, Jedi, but no further. This battle was decided before you stepped aboard.
Lay down your lightsaber, and I'll show you mercy.
Mercy is a weakness I have transcended. My plague isn't just a disease. It siphons power from its victims. With the proper rituals, that power can be channeled. Soon, the combined strength of your masters will make me the most powerful Force adept who has ever lived.
Turn away from this path, Parkanis. The Order can help you.
Parkanis Tark died long ago. Even Vivica is merely a skin to be shed. Parkanis offered himself to me on Malachor III to crush the Order that destroyed us. He embodied my spirit.
I am no lost Jedi, no ordinary Sith Lord. I am Terak Morage.
Help me stop this monster, Parkanis, or you'll just be another of his victims.
No one can oppose me. I am beyond flesh, beyond death.
I will crush you, Jedi, and your shattered body will fuel my rebirth!
Now, just as I programmed. For some exercise.
Impressive, Jedi. You might even have triumphed, but my victory is already complete. My plague has spread farther than you can imagine. Jedi Masters across the galaxy are succumbing to it as I speak. The plague binds these Masters to me. Hundreds of them. The heart and soul of your Order.
Free those masters, Morhage. Now!
And if I refuse, will you cut us down? Kill me, and you will kill every master I have ever infected. Everyone. Shielded or not, they are still bound to me. But what choice do you have? You cannot let me live, and I am deathless. Your shielding talent cannot harm me. You've lost.
No matter what, Parkanis will be freed from you, Morhage.
No! This body is mine! Damn you, Jedi! When my strength returns, no matter the years, I will destroy you!
I'm still alive. You spared me.
I have to admit, I'm a little puzzled on that score myself.
My mind is clearer now. But it was your duty to kill me and destroy Morage.
Too many Jedi have been lost already, including Parkanis Tark.
Yes, Parkanis was lost. But perhaps he deserves another chance. I cannot return to the Order. But Tython has its hidden places, its forests. I could find peace there. I could go home. But first, Jedi, listen. Take this warning in exchange for my life. You can't trust the Order, or the Republic. You may be their heroine now, but they will abandon you too. Remember that.
We felt it. A massive shift in the Force. The Masters you saved have reported a sudden improvement in their condition. The plague is over, thanks to you. And I sense Parkanis Tark for the first time in many years. How can that be?
When he comes back to Tython, he can answer all your questions.
We persuaded the Republic to divert a starship to your location, just in case. The crew can bring Vivicar back to us. Thank you for all you have done. The Jedi Order owes its survival to you. Please, return to us on Tython. We wish to thank you in person, and we have a special reward for you.
We've been awaiting your return. Please, step forward.
You have saved untold lives through your defeat of Lord Vivicar and the destruction of the plague.
There's a title reserved for the most prestigious among us, whose wisdom and skill safeguard the galaxy. It hasn't been bestowed in thousands of years.
But you have proved worthy. Now, the Council names you SWTOR, Warden of the Order.
How many Jedi have been named SWTOR?
In all our millennia of history, you will be the third to carry the title. And not a moment too soon. We have need of you. We have received word that the Republic is facing a new threat.
I stand ready for anything, Master.
We need time to prepare a war council. The Supreme Chancellor himself will be attending.
Take time to rest. And you should record your journey in the Jedi Archives. History must know of your actions. Return to us when you feel ready. For now, the entire Order will know there is a new SWTOR among us.